Bismillah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. Today we want to continue again with chapter 26, Al-Shu'ara, or the poets. As we stopped before at the story of Lot and his people, the homosexual community which he used to live in, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has punished them with two punishments. Number one, stoning, rain coming from the heavens as a form of stones, and also their houses were tilted, were moved upside down, and that's the what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. So from here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is highlighting the danger of this sin, the danger of making the person in a lot of the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ tradition, that these people who commit this kind of sin are cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's no mercy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you have to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He does something, is for a reason. And also you have to understand that the devil, one of the things which really made the devil ask Adam and Eve to eat from the tree is he doesn't like the peace. He doesn't like the love. He doesn't like the compassion. He doesn't like the home. He doesn't like that relationship between a man and a woman to be, for the betterment of the society and the community, and have a righteous kids and righteous generation, so on and so forth. So he was envy. And one of the things he does now is he will incite, or he will ask, and he will give the negative inspiration for people to go, instead of marrying and have a legitimate relationship, a man and a woman. No, you go and find a man, or a woman find a woman, just to basically interfere with the natural beauty of the companionship of a man and a woman. And that's why that interference can cause a lot of problems. And one of the problems which you can see at this time is HIV. The spread of HIV is spread so much between homosexual men. And the reason is, as we see, it's a big economic burden on any society, on any country. The one bottle of HIV medication is $4,000 or $5,000. That money, who pays it? Taxpayers' money. And then who makes, like when you look at ads, where the ads which kind of propagating and spreading the or talking about HIV medication, you see that the drug manufacturer is bringing a gay couple or a gay guy talking about the medication and how that medication helped him or whatever. Why? Because they want to tell you that there's no problem. We have the medicine, that this medicine will cure you, and also propagate and spread that kind of disease, because it's good for them, generating more money, and also spread that kind of habit or that kind of action. Why? Because it's good, more money for them. If somebody said, oh, being a homosexual is no problem, even if I got infection, oh, there's the medicines right there, it's gonna cure me. That's it. So people even indulge in that and keep going that, and medicines are there. So come to the point here is, this is a huge sin. I don't think it's not just in Islam, it's also in Christianity and Judaism and all the religions. And the person is cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until he change his route and go back to God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after this, He brought us to another group of people. These people are called Ashabul Aika. They are the people of Shu'aib. Shu'aib is one of the prophets, and they are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called them the people of Aika. Aika is a kind of tree. So they were worshipping that tree. كذب أصحاب الأيكة المرسلين. لَيْكَةِ الْمُرْسَلِينَ. They have denied, rejected the messengers. إِذْ قَالَ لَهُمْ شُعَيْبٌ أَلَا تَتَّقُونَ. Shu'aib, their messenger, he told them, don't you fear God? We'll see one of their crimes, of course, they worshipped that tree rather than worshiping God. That's number one. But the Quran is basically detailing here more crimes. And these crimes are basically, a lot of them are happening right now. So we want to highlight them. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُونَ. Again, he's telling them, إِنِّي لَكُمْ رَسُولٌ أَمِينٌ. I am a messenger from God who is a trustworthy person. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ. Fear God. Have consciousness of God. And أَطِيعُونَ. And follow my guidelines. And I will guide you to the truth, to the right path. وَمَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ أَجْرٍ. Indeed, I'm not asking you for a reward. إِنْ أَجْرِي إِلَّا عَلَى رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. My Lord will reward me, and He give me the reward for that. Then number one crime which they used to do is, He's telling them, أَوْفُوا الْكَيْلَ وَلَا تَكُونُوا مِنَ الْمُخْسِرِينَ. أَوْفُوا الْكَيْلَ means when they used to sell something, you short people. Say you go and buy 2 pounds of meat. And instead of that, they give you 1.8 or 1.4 or 1.5 pound. So they were manipulating the scales. You don't give people the right amount. And that's really kind of happening. When you have a worker come to your home to do a job, and he doesn't do the job, he gets full pay, but the job is not done 100%. The job is not done the way he promised you. He's supposed to do. Somebody who's supposed to be a contractor, and he went and he got a big contract to build something, or to build a house, or to build a building, and instead he used cheap materials. He cheated in the materials. And you see, people are doing accounting in big corporations, and instead manipulate, cook the books. Big problems. So all of this, any kind of cheating, any kind of giving short somebody on something he's entitled for, is a huge sin, big sin. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is letting us know. وَلَا تَكُونُوا مِنَ الْمُخْسِرِينَ. Don't be among those who short people and make people lose. وَزِنُوا بِالْقِسْطَاسِ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. And use the righteous, the accurate scale. And this is what you can apply it now. When these politicians collect these taxes, and these taxes go for specific groups, and the people who really need these taxes, they don't get nothing. They don't get the education they deserve. They don't get the health services they deserve. But the money gets distributed to the elites in a different way. وَلَا تَبْخَسُوا النَّاسَ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ وَلَا تَعْثُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. And do not defraud people of their property. Don't steal from people. Don't try to haggle the price down for somebody and give him less than what his items are deserving. Don't defraud people. All kind of fraud. There's a verbal fraud. There is an actual fraud done by action. Not giving the right thing, not giving the right product, cheating in so many things we talked about. The person can do. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said that these are very, 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 and a lot of them really can happen and people on a daily basis. Like we have a problem where you collect taxes from a person working in McDonald's, person working at Burger King, person working at Dunkin' Donuts. Then the elites, he has 25% of his paycheck or 30% is gone between city tax, state tax, and federal tax. Then the elites on the top, the billionaires, pay zero taxes. Then when you come to the national debt, the government is borrowing money to do what? To spend on projects. Okay? So they go to Google, they go to any other Microsoft cloud for cloud, to go NASA, go to either spaceship or different companies. The money which they borrow goes to back to the elites again for their corporation. They become richer, and that national debt is distributed equally among the citizens. So that even the guy of McDonald's, he still owe the same amount of the rich person, but the rich person, he's getting the benefit of these debts. So you see here, and then at the end, the rich person, the billionaires, pay zero income tax. But the other guy, he cannot make it from a paycheck to another paycheck, from a paycheck to another paycheck, and you expect him to how he's going to give education to their kids, how they're going to give healthy living to their kids. And that's why the richer will stay richer and the classes will stay there. وَلَا تَعْثُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. So when you do these kind of corrupt, when these do this action, defraud people, stealing from people, giving people the wrong, manipulating the system, what's going to happen? You are corrupting. You are a corrupter on earth. You are one of the corruptor. And if you're one of those, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not gonna give you peace. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sooner or later, there will be destruction for that person or that group or that nation. وَاتَّقُوا الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ وَالْجِبِلَّةِ الْأَوَّلِينَ. Fear the Lord who created you and the people before you. Why is mentioning the people before them? Because they're already gone. So you want to tell them that they're already going to go the same route. You guys are going to go the same route. You're going to die. And after death, there's going to be resurrection. And you're going to come for accountability and for judgment. So fear the Lord. Have consciousness. Stop the wrongdoing. You'll pay a hefty price. You know, when you do a violation in America, you ending up paying more than the money. First of all, somebody say defrauding insurance, say in healthcare. Okay, what will happen? He'll end up paying back the money he took, plus penalties, plus he need lawyers' fees, plus maybe jail time. All of this for what? All of this for what? He's ending up paying more. This is the same thing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are not going to follow what He says, or what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, you'll end up paying way more. So follow the directions. And this is what the message for all the messengers and the prophets. Follow the directions of the Lord of the heavens and earth. قَالُوا إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مِنَ الْمُسَحَّرِينَ. Same thing. The people of Salih, the people of the she camel, they said, there is so much magic was done on you. وَمَا أَنْتَ إِلَّا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُنَا. Oh, again, the argument, you're just a human being. If God really wanna, give us a warning, He would have sent an angel. He would have sent, and we discussed this before, and we said that God never gonna send an angel. All the time, these messengers has to come from among the people, because if it's something else, He's gonna say this is an extraordinary. It has to come from among the people themselves. وَمَا أَنْتَ إِلَّا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُنَا. So the messenger has to be a human. وَإِنَّا نَظُنُّكَ لَمِنَ الْكَاذِبِينَ. And we are certain, and we have a lot of doubts that you are a liar. You're lying to us. Then here is the challenge. And this is again the challenge which each person who are doing and underestimating the abilities and capabilities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of God. You challenge the messenger of God. You challenge God. The guy didn't say anything bad. The guy is telling you just do things the right way. He's being challenged, and the people are challenging God. When you challenge the messenger of God, you're challenging God. Underestimating it. Throughout the whole Quran, the big mistake happens from the people who disbelieve in God. They underestimate the abilities. God owns the sky. God owns the land. God owns everything on earth. So all of these things are his soldiers. If God asks them to do something, they will do it. A hurricane, an earthquake, whatever. So don't challenge him, because he has so much force and abilities. This is what's happening. فَاسْقِطْ عَلَيْنَا كِسَفًا. Oh, if you really choose, send from the heaven rain, a destructive rain. إِن كُنْتَ مِنَ الصَّادِقِينَ. If you are really honest and sincere and saying the truth, send down a destructive rain. قَالَ رَبِّي أَعْلَمُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُ. He said, I'm just going to leave it for Allah, for God. He knows what you're doing. He sees everything. He knows everything. And he's able to destroy you. Don't challenge him. فَكَذَّبُوهُ. They denied him. They rejected him. فَأَخَذَهُمْ عَذَابُ يَوْمِ الظِّلَّةِ. So that day, the torment, these people were tortured through three kind of torment. How is that? Torment. Three kind of torment. How has that happened? Number one, excruciating heat. Heat started to be very hot. Okay? Then they left their homes. From there, there was dark clouds came. Then that dark clouds started to bring down fire, rain in a form of fire on them. Then there was also a wind came to take their life away. So a lot of torture, because everything is in Allah's command. Don't challenge him. Don't challenge him. فكذبوه فأخذهم عذاب يوم الظلة إنه كان عذاب يوم عظيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who rates everything, he's saying in that day, it was a severe punishment. Great punishment. Allah's saying that. So the amount of punishment is huge. Don't challenge God. Obedience to Allah. To ask Allah what Allah wants. Ask God what God wants, so you'll be happy. I want to get closer to you. What God wants from me. And that person, each one of us has to change to do better. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَا. Indeed, this is a prime example. وَمَا كَانَ أَكْثَرُهُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. And indeed, the majority of them, they weren't believers. وَإِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الرَّحِيمُ. And indeed, your Lord is the one who had the authority, the ability, the superiority. And he is the most merciful. Why? He's giving them warning after warning after warning. And he saves, at the end, the believers.